Hey guys, welcome. In today's video, I want to talk about how to find an apartment, a room, or a house in Spain. Okay, so if you were like me, you come to Spain, you're completely lost, you don't know what to do, you're trying to find some place to live. Well, I was in this situation. Well, I was in this situation when I was in the US trying to find places to live coming to Spain because I had no idea what to do. Oh my God, it's so hot. It is hot. Okay. I need to focus. So there were a couple of sites that I found, and I'll tell you which ones that worked for me, but there are more. So don't think that your options are limited. And I had to really think about which ones I used because it was like 3 years ago for me. So when I came to Barcelona, I used an app called Home Away. And this app, you can find rooms or apartments. So I was on a tight budget, so I couldn't afford a whole apartment at the time. This is how I actually met one of my good friends because I have a friend, we weren't friends then, but she has a house and she rents out all of her rooms. And I found her on Home Away and I sent her a message. She didn't speak any English, but she speaks 4 other languages. Sorry, 5, but not English. So we had to use Google Translate. And she gave me the price. She said, okay, how long do you want to stay? And I was only there just to get my TEFL certificate. So I was there for about a month and a half, more or less. And she was located outside of the city center. So it wasn't really far, but I had to take a train to get into the city center if I wanted to see the rest of Barcelona. This was actually something that I appreciated because I got to enjoy Spanish life without tourists. And I learned Spanish quickly because there was no one in that neighborhood that spoke English. So with HomeAway, it is a legitimate app you can use, and you can find rooms, you can find apartments, you can look at their reviews, and you'll see how many stars they give them, and then they tell you what each house offers. When I met my friend, she picked me up from the airport and helped me. She cooked for me, she did my laundry, she would make me learn Spanish with her. Even though she spoke Catalan, she told me Spanish was more important because I wanted to live in other parts of Spain too. And yeah, we are still friends to this day. So I also lived in Madrid and I used a site called SpotAHome. So SpotAHome is, you can find apartments or rooms also. The selection to me seemed to be a bit bigger, but it's also great for students or people that are just on vacation. So again, I found a place, an apartment to myself. I saved up some money and it was right in the city center of Madrid. So of course it was more expensive. I think I was paying like 700 euros and it was a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. But again, it was right in the city center. So if you live in the city center, it's going to be more expensive. This is for Barcelona or Madrid. And my landlord, he actually spoke English and he would like to come over and collect the rent money and practice English a little bit, even though he spoke really good English. He owned 5 apartments. The apartment was really nice. He actually moved me to another apartment, which is even better, and it was for the same price. But the first apartment, I had everything I needed, fully furnished apartment, internet access, everything. And he gave me a contract to sign, which was good because I needed the contract so I can go and get my empadronamiento. It shows that you live in Spain. I did that and I was in Madrid for 3 months, I think. I had planned on staying for a year. So I asked him if I could stay for a year and he was like, sure, if you want to, yeah. And so then he said, I have a better apartment. So then he moved me into a better apartment that was fully furnished like the other one, but completely renovated. It was completely new. It was so nice. I had more stuff than I needed. Nice balcony, everything. It was beautiful. And again, same price. And me and him became good friends. So when my family came to Spain, it was funny because I was here in Fuerteventura. They wanted to see Barcelona and Madrid. I could not, at the time, go to Barcelona and Madrid with them. So I called my friend in Barcelona. They stayed with her. And I called my landlord in Madrid, and we hadn't talked forever. And he was like, "Yeah, I have an apartment for them. Don't worry." So it helped. Other things that I've looked at but haven't used, but I do know other people have used them, would be Idealista. And this one, you can actually find rooms to rent, houses to rent, or to buy if you're looking to buy a house. Now, when I came to Fuerteventura, I got lucky because I didn't have to do anything. When I got hired to teach English, my boss, she actually had an apartment ready for me, so I didn't have to search or do anything. It was pretty straightforward. Other things that I have looked at was Segunda Mano. Now, this is a site where you can sell things secondhand, but they also have people that list rooms for rent. So I'm going to say that if you live with roommates, it's going to be a lot cheaper for you. And generally, where you're going to live in Spain determines how cheap or expensive it's going to be, because there are some places where it is dirt cheap to live. But if you want to live in Barcelona or Madrid, I would say if you're looking to save money, don't live in the city center at all because it is expensive. I also want to say watch out for scams. I mean, I shouldn't have to say that because, we all know this, but I did have an experience where someone did try to scam me. I think it was on the Home Away app, I think. But it was very obvious the guy was trying to scam me, and I don't know if he scammed other people, but the company, Home Away, sent me a message and they were like, "Don't talk to this person, he's a scammer, we're gonna go ahead and remove his account," and that was it. So they were on it, okay? They were on it. Now, of course, there are other things like Airbnb you can use, but I just want to talk about the other ones that you may not know of. I do want to address one last thing, okay? There are a little bit of discrimination based on certain factors. So if you're looking for a place, there are some people, like for example, in SpotAHome, that will list that they are only looking for all women or all men or only students or only business people, or you have to be between ages of 20 to 25 or 30 to 35 or 40 to 50 or something like this. And then there are some that just don't care altogether. So with SpotAHome, you can search this criteria, and if I remember correctly, you can. And you can also search by prices, whatever you want to fit into your budget, and it will show you on a map exactly where these people are renting, their spaces. So that's something that I was shocked about, but I guess I kind of understand if you're looking for a roommate and you're 25 and then your roommates are like 50 or something. So I guess I can understand where they were coming from. But I want to say that it is more difficult to find places if you come in the summer. I mean, this is when I came, and I had to look for somewhere to stay. It was about 6 months before I came to Spain. I was, searching. So keep that in mind if that's something that you want to do if you want to come in the summer. The rest of the year is pretty easy, but summer is just a popular time, especially in Barcelona and Madrid. I'll talk more about, not now but later, how to buy a house since we just went through that process. That's why, I've been very busy, haven't been able to post anything last week because there's been a lot going on. We're trying to get a house. Well, we got it, but we still have to wait. And it's right on the beach, so we're very excited. But once that's all finished, I'll talk about how that process was, what we had to do to actually get a house, okay? With that being said, I hope that you have a good day. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the description box. Please leave them in the comment section. not the description box. Sorry, the heat is like killing me for real. And I will be more than happy to answer, okay? Have a good day. Ciao, hasta luego.